Hi, welcome back. Hearty welcome to you. So, we'll start solving some examples, applying concepts whatever we have learned, law of sines, law of cosines, projection rules, tangent rules, and also whatever the area related formulas, whatever we have learned, and off angles and all that stuff. Let's start with simple examples so that we can apply the concepts and have understanding. Then we can go to the intermediate level problems. So, if the lengths of sides of a triangle are 3, 4, 5, find the circumradius of the triangle. Okay, right. So to do that, what I will do first is, by looking at 3, 4, 5 itself, that tells me that it is a right angle triangle. So I know this is 5. I don't know what is 3, what is 4, but we can take it anyway. Okay? Right. Let us say that this is A and this is B and this is C. Okay? So by the diagram you can see that angle C is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, right. What else we have to find out? 2r. There are lot of you can do it in more than 1, 2, 3 methods, but we'll try to look at the simple method, right? Okay. So you know that when the angle is, you remember we have gone through, when we have gone through law of sines, we said if one angle equal to 90 degrees, then we know that that side will become nothing but equal to 2 times of circumradius. So C is equal to 2r, that we know, which implies r equal to C by 2. You can ask me, how is this possible? Let me just draw this diagram and show it to you. Let us say this is the circle. This is the circle. For some time, imagine that it's a circle. Okay, right. Now let us say if it's a right angle triangle, you know that angle in the semicircle is right angle. That means I should have like this, and this angle is 90 degrees. Now if I say angle in the semicircle, this is nothing but the diameter, and the diameter of the circle is nothing but equal to 2r. But we also know that the hypotenuse is nothing but equal to c. So we know c equal to 2r, therefore r equal to c by 2 or 5 by 2. Let me repeat that again. If you take a, when we say that one angle is 90 degrees, we are forming a right angle triangle in the circle, and at that time we should pass through the hypotenuse should be nothing but equal to the diameter. The diameter is nothing but equal to 2r, and we also know the hypotenuse is given to us as 5. So from that we can find it out. If you are not comfortable with that, don't worry, we'll go to another way of doing it. We will say A by sin A equal to B. We know this. This is law of sines. C by sin C equal to R. We will leverage only C, and we will say C is nothing but 5 divided by A by sin A, B by sin B, C by sin C equal to 2R. So 5 by sin of, we know that angle C is 90 degrees. So 5 by 1 equal to 2R. That will give you R equal to 5 by 2. Here is another way of doing it. So how you can do that is, since you know it's a right angle triangle, you know delta is nothing but equal to half into 3 into 4. That's nothing but equal to 6. But delta is nothing but equal to ABC by 4R. Or you can say that R equal to ABC by 4 delta. Now let us substitute. A value is 3, 4, 5. You multiply them, it will become 60. And 4 into delta is 24. If you simplify this, this is nothing but equal to 5 by 2. So you have so many methods in which you can do this problem, right? So let's move to the next problem. Okay. If A equal to 26, B equal to 3 centimeters, if A equal to 26, B equal to, there is a terrible mistake there. Okay. A equal to 26, B equal to 30 centimeters, and cos C equal to 63 by 65. Find C. Let us first draw the diagram. Always it helps to draw the diagram because you are freeing up your memory. By drawing the diagram, you can put down all your thought process on the paper instead of you doing it in your brain. That always helps. So A, B, C, this is my triangle. Given to me, A is 26, so I will take this as 26. B is 30, that means this is 30. And I know cos of C, that means this angle is given to me. I have to I have to tell them what is C. I have to find out C. And what formula I can apply? We know that we can apply law of cosines whenever all the three sides are given or any two sides and the included angle. Here the second condition is satisfied. So I will write the formula of law of cosines, which says that since I have to find out C, it is C square equal to, if I want to find C square, I should go to the next one, that is A square. Then I have to say plus B square minus, I will say 2AB into cos of C. When C becomes 90 degrees, you can see that C square equal to A square plus B square. It becomes a right angle triangle. Okay, right. Now, we know cos C, we know A, we know B, everything is straightforward. We have to just go ahead and simplify that. What is A square? 26 square plus what is B square? 30 square minus 2 into A is 26, B is 30 into cos C is given as 63 by 65. Now, you can simplify that. C square equal to 26 square is 676, 30 square is 900 minus 220. You can actually multiply this. 226 are 52, 52 into 30 is 1560, 1560 into 63 by 65. 65 will go 24 times and 24 into 63 is 1512. So this becomes 676 plus 900 minus 1512, which is nothing but equal to 64. So therefore C is equal to square root of 64. That's nothing but equal to 8. Okay, right. Let's go to the next one. So simply we have applied law of cosines here and we have applied law of sines here. You can see how it is useful to learn these formulas. If the angles are in the ratio 1:5:6, then find the ratio of its sides. Angles is given to us first in the ratio 1:5:6, then find the ratio of the sides. If somehow I am able to find out what are these angles out of 180 degrees, how they are shared, we know. If I find those values, I can directly apply the law of sines, which says that A by sine of A equal to B by sine of B equal to C by sine of C. Now, I know that they are in the ratio of 1:5:6, so I will take them as x, 5x, 6x. I know that sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degrees. So x plus 5x plus 6x is equal to 180 degrees, or 12x equal to 180 degrees. That will give me x equal to 15. So the angles are A is 15, B is 75, C is nothing but equal to 90. you can see that sine 15, sine 75, sine 90. Now we know that this is nothing but equal to 2r. This is nothing but equal to 2r. Since we know sin A, we can say that A is to B is to C will be in the same ratio as that of sin A is to sin B is to sin C. So A is to B, let me write it back, A is to B is to C is equal to sin of 15 is to sin of 75 is to sin of 90. How to calculate 15 degrees? Sin of 45 minus 30. How to calculate sin of 75? 45 plus 30. And sin of 90 you know. If you simplify and cross check that, that will be root 3 minus 1 is to root 3 plus 1 is to 2 root 2. Because sin 90 is 1. Sin 15 is sin of 45 minus 30. If you simplify, I'll do it here. I'll do it sin 45 and sin 75 here. Okay, let me do that. I will say sin of 45 minus 30. This is sin of A minus B. The formula for that is sin of A cos of B minus cos of A sin of B. So 1 by root 2 into root 3 by 2 minus 1 by root 2 into 1 by 2. So you can see that that's nothing but root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. Similarly, you can check that sin of 75, 45 plus 30, there is only one plus sign difference. So it will be root 3 plus 1 by 2 root 2. When you put these values, you will see that they are in the ratio. So we have seen around 2 to 3 examples, very simple examples where we have just applied the basic concepts of law of sines and law of cosines. We'll continue the examples. We'll solve some more interesting problems. Catch you in the next video. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now.